What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, as you can see behind me here, sorry I got my shirt off and shit. I'm actually getting ready to go to bed. I have been up for at least the last 2 days working on this plane, and I'm sorry to say, guys, but it's not done yet. And the reason it's not done yet is because I'm having a hard time with something. I don't know if I want to do the tiger stripes in gray. I don't know if I want to do them in red. Or I don't know if I want to do them in white. I've literally been like half the day trying to figure out what color I want to do. Or if I want to do like white on the black and red stripes on the gray and like white stripes on the red. You know what I'm saying? And not in that particular order either. Like I could do white on the black and red on the gray, and then I don't know, gray on the red. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really haven't thought about it. So basically, everything's ready to go on it. I just have to repaint my intakes silver here. Which I just like went online and found out some like crazy tricks of like you don't even need to use tape. All you have to do is like use like wet paper towel. It's weird. It's hard to explain. But on the other hand, I am using a water-based paint, and if I put water on this paint before I hobby coat it, it's over. It's gonna run, and it's gonna look like shite. So I don't know. Do you guys notice that I did something here? I don't know if you guys can tell, but either a balloon full of black paint exploded in the cockpit here, or my pilots wanted some privacy. Yeah, guys, I blacked it out. I sat here and I thought about it and I thought about it and I thought about it, and I was like, man, that P-51 out there looks badass with that thing blacked out like that. And like I said, I don't care if you can see the pilots in there. I could care less. I'll take them pilots out. That's like Shaggy and like Scooby. They don't. A lot of people get into this hobby because of the scale thing. And those are like your like avid modelists. Those are the guys that actually sit down and do like the 16th scale models. You know, they're just plastic. They don't do anything. They don't fly. They don't, those are the type of RC pilots that do that kind of shit. I don't care about scale. I care about whether or not it looks good. It's something that I like. And does it fly good? That's all that matters to me. And even if it flies like shit, which I've had a couple of planes that do fly like shit, but nothing a gyro can't help. You stick a gyro in any plane. You find a plane, you could find the shittiest plane on the market, the worst flying, worst characteristic plane, characteristic plane on the market, and you can barely fly that thing. You put a gyro in it, and there's a particular gyro that I use. I use a particular gyro. You guys may know. I get my gyros through Banana Hobby. And the reason for that is because there's no self-correct. When you put this particular gyro into master mode, there's no self-correct. So basically, the gyro's doing very little. Very, very little. Very little movements. It's only there in case the wind hits the plane. Whew, it won't allow it to get, blown off course. And you can turn that up and down. But like I said, I run mine. They're I had to have the gyro turned off in that. Like, the gyro's turned off in that. The gyro's turned off in that. I mean, it's still there. The gyro's still there, but it's like they're turned all the way down. I don't know how this plane's going to act. I'm hoping that it kind of is similar to either one of those two because those planes are absolutely awesome. But, yeah, guys, I blacked the canopy out. I blacked it out. And this is not going to be staying white. I'm thinking about, I don't know, red? What do you guys think? Black? It can't be black because it's already black. Or I would have just painted the whole damn canopy black. But what happens is if you paint the canopy black from the inside, it actually makes it look like it's window tint, which is why I like doing it. And if I had, well, actually I do have the choice to do it, but it would take me a little while. I'll go through every one of these planes in here and black out all the canopies. That's how much I like it. I love that shit. I like the way it looks. Not to mention, if you got your plane sitting outside and it's hot that day and the sun's beating down on it, the sun's not penetrating through there. And it's black, so it might actually pull some heat in, but you're not getting any direct light, sunlight in on your electronics. So it's another way of looking at it. Another, I guess, upside to it, I guess. So it's either gray or red. We either do the trim of this window, of this canopy, red or gray, or leave it white. White kind of looks weird though, because there's not really anything else that's white on the plane. I'll let you guys decide. Whatever you guys decide, leave it in the comments below. And, I mean, you only got two colors to really choose from. You got gray or you got red. So it's up to you guys. Gray or red. The other thing that I'm leaving up to you guys is what color to paint the nose cone. As you can see, I'll have to tape off that little section of black that comes down right here, just so that stays there, because that's actually part of that black scheme that comes down the nose, right? And basically what this black is here for is for glare from the pilot. If it's shiny there, if it's like shiny paint and the sun hits that in the right way, it'll blind the pilot. So they put that there as a glare resistant patch. Also, there would be some black here as well. Black here, which I'll probably end up doing actually, because the L39s all have it. It doesn't matter what the paint scheme is on the L39, they all have that black right here on this this edge here. And that's basically if the pilot looks out the window, whew, and he looks here and that sun's hitting it and it reflects back into his eye, it'll blind him. And especially once you get up above a certain amount of altitude, like 25,000 feet or 20,000 feet, literally looking at a reflection of the sun for literally like 2 or 3 seconds could literally burn your eyes, like straight up burn your fucking eyes. People who climb Mount Everest, they get to the top, they want to take their snow goggles off that are tinted, and they go snowblind. They get what's called snowblind. And basically what that is when you get up that high in our atmosphere, the layers of protection that are there, of ozone that are there, are no longer there anymore to protect you. So just a quick glance at the snow or at the sun itself is enough to burn, literally burn your retina. So yeah, that's what those black spots are there for. And there's supposed to be a strip of black here on this side, and over on that side right there, there's supposed to be another strip of black. But what was I thinking earlier? I was thinking something, and I was thinking that I should probably do it now before it's too late. Oh, the way the paint is flowing on this plane, I want you guys to look at it. So you got two-tone. You got gray, black. You got gray, black to the red. Red to the black, to the gray, to the black, to the red. What's back here that doesn't look right? I'd turn this into a contest if I didn't want to get instant gratification. So I'm looking at the plane, and I'm trying to figure out if it's exactly what I want. And it is. It's exactly what I want. Except for one thing. I was supposed to paint the front of this and it's my mistake just because I was tired and I was just not thinking. I was supposed to paint the front of this black and the back half gray. So these two colors are supposed to be swapped. Now that's not what the Top Gun camo is. I'm just using the Top Gun ammo or Top Gun camo colors. So basically that black should be up there and that gray should be back there, which would make it okay that the ventral fin is black. So you see what my point is, right? You see my point that I'm getting at here? That ventral fin should be gray, okay? And not only should it be gray, but the tips from here up should be painted red, as these tips right here. You can actually see the line there. You see that line? That line is actually there. Well, it's a panel line, but that's usually where they draw the paint line as well. So the tips of these are supposed to be red as well. So I'll be taping those off and painting those red first. I'll be painting this all over again gray. It's going to go to this color gray. And I'm hoping I still have enough left in that can. I should. We're going to paint the ventral fin gray, and then we're going to tip it off in red. And then that will make the plane ergonomically correct. Uniform, because that black tail, that black going into the black ventral fin, no, that's not the way this plane is. It's black going into gray, black going into gray, going into red, black, red going into black, going into the gray, going into red. You see what I mean? Catch my drift? Gray going into black, going into black? No, it's supposed to be gray going into black, going into gray, going into red. Gray going to black, going to gray, going into red. You see what I'm saying? You see how that makes sense? If it doesn't make sense, I'm sorry, I don't got time to explain it. No, basically, it should make sense, okay? You have red going into black, going into gray, going into red. Okay, now look at it this way. You got black going into gray, going into black, going into gray, going into tip red. Black going into gray, going into tip red. After I paint that ventral fin gray and I tip it off with red, you guys are going to be like, way better. Looks way better. So, yeah, guys, I've already let this video go longer than I wanted to. Dude, I can't even explain to you guys how tired I am right now. And I just, like, to think just a few minutes ago, I was actually going to start doing the striping on this. I was going to start doing the striping until I realized that I needed to tip off the horizontal stabilizers with red, and I needed to repaint that ventral fin gray and tip it off with red. So, yeah, guys, I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. I've been up for 2 days, guys, working on this plane. It's like, it's become an obsession. It's become like, I don't want to go to sleep until it's done because, I don't know, man. I just get obsessed like that. I think it might be a little bit of my post-traumatic stress disorder, my ADD, whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know, guys, is that I wanted to be done with this. But I did make up a little bit of time. All the electronics are hooked up. This thing, I could take it out right now and fly it. Like, straight up. All I'd have to do is just set up maybe some rates. I got to dub down the ailerons and dub down the elevator a little bit. But other than that, this thing, my radio's already ready. That battery's fully charged. I could take it to the field right now and fly it. I also watched a video online that shows how to get these lights right here to stay on all the time instead of just when your landing gear's down. And I think that that's the way it should have been designed in the first place. These should be on all the time. All the time. I don't know why they designed it so that they only come on when the landing gear's down. Maybe that's the way it is on the real L39, probably. I don't know. But I bet you there's a switch inside of that L39 somewhere that'll let those lights come on without the landing gear being down. So, it's a pretty simple process. Just watch the video on it. It's on Motion RC Europe's channel. And they did it with their L39s. And it looks pretty cool. They're just lit up constantly, all the time. It looks sick. And basically all you need is a couple of extensions for the type of wires that are connected to the lights. So pretty easy, right? Pretty simple. So if we got the red going into black, going into gray, going into red, going into gray, going into, it should be black. It should be black. This should be black, but I'm not going to do it in black. I might do, I don't know. The intakes are going to be silver. I might actually just go ahead and do that in silver. And that's the only thing that's going to be silver on the plane. I might do the canopy, this part right here silver, and then right here needs to be repainted silver because I covered it up on accident. It should look like that. Silver. But anyways, guys, so I'm going to let you guys tell me what color you want the nose cone. But obviously, if we got red going into gray, going into black, going into, it should be gray or red. So I don't know if we would paint this white part gray and then paint that tip red. Probably, because everything's being tipped in red. So you guys let me know. I've already put so much time and thought and effort into this plane. The paint job came out absolutely amazing, you guys. There's like not one run in the entire plane. I mean, sometimes I shock myself with what I can do. Sometimes I shock and surprise myself even. But yeah, guys, I can't wait to get the decals from Cali Graphics. So all really she needs to do is see pictures of what the decals are on the plane, and she can make anything. So I will be getting a full decal sheet for this plane, and it's going to be sick, you guys. I'm going to have the only Top Gun L39 out there, and just, oh, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. I mean, this is even more exciting than when I actually took a Dynam ME262 and completely blacked the whole thing out until I crashed it and had to get a new fuselage. But did you see how the tail's black, the wings are black? I blacked that whole thing out, and then I put the white Independence symbols on either wing. There's one wing tip, there's the other wing tip, and it looked freaking awesome up until I crashed it. It's like the Knight Rider, man. But this is even more unique. It's got lines. It's got a personality to it. It's not just a black plane. This plane has lines, it has character, it has color, it has shape, and most of all, it's my custom paint scheme. I didn't copy this scheme. I didn't have a picture sitting in front of me copying something. This all came off the top of my head. It just came to me. I want to do it this way, this way, and this way, and this way. And that's what it came out. That's the way it came out. That's what my mind created. So yeah, guys, I've already let this 20. Are you kidding me? We're already at 18 minutes. Oh man. Yeah, guys, I'm freaking going to bed. I'm tired. I was going to start doing the lines tonight, but I just realized that I haven't even finished painting that red yet. I want to get that painted silver and those intakes painted silver. That tail needs to be painted gray. I need to tip off everything in red. That nose cone needs to be painted. And then we can start striping this thing out. We can start laying the tiger stripe on it. And then yeah, it's going to look sick, and then the line's going to go up the tail. So your lines would be, you don't make lines this way and then go this way down the fuselage. Your lines you make your lines like this. Your tiger stripe would come down, and then your tiger stripe here, and then your tiger stripe here, and then here, and then here. And then when you're doing your wings, you would go tiger stripe, tiger stripe, tiger stripe. And then you would continue to go at that angle on that side as well. And then whatever you do on the wings up here, you have to do on the tail back here. So it would still be at this angle. You keep the same angle of attack when you're doing tiger stripes, because that's the way tiger stripes are. And they're that way to help them blend in with their environment so they can kill things without that thing knowing it was there. So nature has a plan, and the plan is for a tiger to jump out and eat your fucking ass because you didn't know he was there. You. Why didn't you know he was there? Because he was camouflaged perfectly. But yeah, guys. This is my L39 Albatross. Dave's RC style. I'm Dave. This is Dave's RC. I'm tired, guys. Good night. Peace.